everyday cast. I have to play pretend again. Putting on a costume, another show. Eyes pierce me. Audition table and mirror. Go ahead. Judge me on my body. I say. My heart races as our eyes connect. But connecting is why I act. When I wear eyeliner and mascara, does it bring out my eyes or the fear in them? There. My walls break down. I sit waiting for people to listen, for actors to listen, to someone else other than themselves. Just say the lines on the page like always. The audience and the directors don't realize what you take with you. They say, be centered in your body. Be seen under the bright lights. All of you actors. I've been following the script for as long as I can remember. Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage. Sure fucking feels like it.
Number 72. Which box do you want me to go in? Is there a X somewhere marking me where you will listen or actually look at me better? Are my clothes dull enough for you to not get distracted, but also interesting enough to where I seem like I have a personality? What have you already decided about me in the 3 seconds that I've been up here? Am I going to do the right monologue? Oh no, I'm not singing. Did you assume I was going to sing? I'm sorry. Is it because of everything about me? Am I interesting enough to be a lead? Or pretty enough, but not too pretty to just stick around and be in the back? Do I blend in? Do I stick out? I don't really know which one I prefer. Maybe just enough to be noticed, but not enough to still be humble. Oh, thank you.
I love design. I love lights, sound, set, projections, props, puppets. I love writing, lines, music, lyrics, even the fucking stage direction. I think I just really love creating. I love seeing people live in a world that I have created. Am I choosing a path in which I will be forgotten? If I'm not belting or giving a gut-wrenching performance in the spotlight, will I even be known? I'm the guy who does the spotlight for those people. I don't mind it. Really, I don't. It's just, will my artistic voice get through? Will the statements that I want to make be heard? And if they are, will anybody know it's from me? God, it sounds narcissistic as an actor. In creating, we are giving our thoughts, our passion, our blood, our time over to the rest of the world. To be criticized, broken, ripped apart, and put back together again. Loved, adored, praised, awarded, parodied, ridiculed, or just flat out ignored. And that's okay. No one notices my job unless there's a mistake. Unless something's done wrong. The amount of times that I listen to y'all whine about practicum lets me know that maybe a lot of you don't see my work either. But I guess that's okay. As long as you keep finding your way.
Well, one of us is not like the other. Don't worry, I'm used to it. Let's just say that. If it makes you uncomfortable, what I just said, you need to start getting used to listening to facts. Facts. As my research goes, it has been 12 years since an Asian person has played a leading role at the University of Alabama. She was a half-white, half-Asian person who played the narrator in Into the Woods And I personally do not know if there has ever been an Asian person who looks like me who has gotten a lead role in this department, and who wasn't just a side character. I am the only person of full Asian heritage in this department, or at least that I know of. Not to discredit those who are mixed students and what they go through, but they honestly go through a struggle that is worse than mine. They often feel like, I'm not going to speak for them, but what I've heard is they feel like they don't fit in anywhere, and I feel like I'm fighting to fit every single day. We have similar backgrounds, but our struggles are not the same. Fact. I will never be able to put on a play here that resembles my childhood. What am I supposed to do? Play my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousins, my grandma, my aunt, my uncle, You get it. Fact. You don't know as many Asian artists as I do. Here, let me prove it to you. Just off the top of your head, name 3 Asian American playwrights. Go. David Henry Hwang. Alright, let's name 3 white playwrights. Let's go. Ibsen, Shakespeare, Williams. Done. Alright. This doesn't have to be about race. And I know that. It never is. But when it feels like it is something that no one cares about, my race does feel like a burden upon the chances of being cast in roles that I want to be cast. I know that I can play children. I know that I can play princess, and I know that I'm very blessed to be in these categories and in these types. But to be honest, I'm really tired of playing side characters. I'm tired of going into the audition room and knowing that I will never be a leading lady. And I'm tired of feeling insecure about whether or not I get a role because this department wants to look progressive, and I'm tired of doubting whether or not I'm actually talented, or if they just want to use me. My race is burdensome, and theater makes no qualms about making it very apparent to me.
When I auditioned for UA, I was pretty excited. I got it by myself on a full ride. It was really nice because my parents told me that if I was going to get here, then I had to get here myself. I was very proud of myself. And I was sitting in my chair, about to go in on audition, and I had my ratty ass binder, stuff with monologues and cheat and shit. And I was just listening and looking. There were people all around me, and they all looked better than me. Like hair, jawline, clothes, shoes, everything. And specifically these 2 girls beside me, they were trying to one-up each other. One of them said that their voice teacher was in the Broadway revival of Reese. The other one said that her voice teacher was currently on Broadway. It was insufferable. And I listened until one of them said, "Theater isn't for poor people." Which is blatantly hateful, ignorant, stupid. I saw her binder, it was flawless. I mean, laminated music, all of it. It looked great. I looked down at mine, falling apart in my lap, I felt like shit. I walked in my audition, absolutely destroyed. Thankfully, those girls don't go here, at least I think. If you do, go fuck yourself. It's wrong, but it doesn't mean that it isn't true. See, theater was a gift from the poor to the rich. And the upper class got their hands on it, and they've been milking the fuck out of it for years. To the point where it's dying out. The artistic integrity in life is being squeezed out of it like a tube of pressed toothpaste. You see people pulling up into shows in suits, paying $30 for a cup of wine because alcohol is essential to the miserable, blind, surface-level fucks, $300 or more just for the ticket itself, and then not even paying attention. The idea that Shakespeare couldn't have written his works was because he was lower class on all scales, financial, educational, and social. It's fucking stupid, as if good theater couldn't come from someone who had no education, no money, and no social status. If I could spit on the stage right now, I would. It's the best theater, in my opinion. Best works of art. Come from those struggling artists trying so hard to get their voices heard before they die. Artists are degenerates. Artists are hippies. Artists are dropouts. Artists are broken. Artists are criminals. Artists are diseased. Artists are constantly looking up from rock fucking bottom, and if that's not where you're at, then it is your duty, it is your privilege to look down that hole and help them out. I had a lot more pretentious bullshit written down, but I'm not going to say it. I would think that these are probably the people I enjoy the most with so far. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm overwhelmed by the story of emotion. And I could say the same for a lot of you out there in the audience. And it's people like you that remind me that theater can be what we want it to be, not what people have said that it will be.